It was 3 a.m. when I pulled up to the gate of my lake cabin. The night was still, the water calm, and the only sound was the crunch of gravel under my truck tires. I had just returned from a late shift and wanted nothing more than to get some sleep before dawn. As I stepped out to unlock the gate, a piercing shriek split the night. "What do you think you're doing?" I turned to see her, Karen, the self-proclaimed queen of the HOA, marching down the lane in her robe and slippers like she owned the whole forest. Behind her, her porch light glared like a spotlight. I raised an eyebrow, opening my gate. "What's it look like?" Karen folded her arms. "Don't you play dumb with me. This cabin is part of the HOA, and I know for a fact you're trespassing. I've never seen your name on the registry. Only authorized members can use this access road." I stifled a laugh. "Trespassing? Lady, I bought this cabin outright. This road, it's mine. Not yours, not the HOA's. Mine." She scoffed. "Nice story. 3 in the morning? You're clearly up to something illegal. I'm calling 911. I shrugged. "Go right ahead." Karen whipped out her phone and started screaming into it like she was reporting a bank robbery. "Yes, officer. There's a man breaking into my neighbor's cabin. Hurry, before he drives away." Within minutes, the flashing red and blue lights lit up the night. A patrol car rolled up, and the officer stepped out, hand already near his holster. Karen rushed forward like she'd been waiting for this moment her whole life. "Officer, arrest him. He's trespassing, breaking into that cabin, and threatening me." The officer turned to me. "Sir, can I see some ID?" I calmly reached into my jacket and pulled out my wallet. "Of course. Here." Karen cackled behind him. "Oh, you're done. Hope you enjoy jail." The officer took my ID, flicked his flashlight over it, and froze. His expression changed in an instant. His back straightened. Then he saluted. "Yes, Chief." Karen blinked. "Chief? What are you? What's going on?" The officer turned to her, his tone sharp. "Ma'am, this man is the chief of police. This is his property. He doesn't answer to you or your HOA." The silence was deafening. Karen's smug grin collapsed. That's impossible. He's lying. This whole thing is a setup." I took a step closer, my voice calm but icy. "You just called 911 to falsely accuse the chief of police of trespassing on his own property. That's a serious crime, Karen." The officer added, "And you wasted county resources with a fake emergency call. That's punishable by fines and potential jail time." Karen started backpedaling fast. I didn't know. I was just protecting the community." The officer didn't let her off the hook. "Ma'am, you need to understand something. You have no authority outside of your HOA rules, and even those don't apply here. This man's cabin is private land, not part of your jurisdiction. You crossed a line." Karen's face went pale. Neighbors, now awake from the flashing lights, peeked out their windows and whispered from their porches. The queen bee was finally being exposed. I leaned against the gatepost, arms crossed. "Karen, this is the last time I'll say it. Stay off my land. Next time you call 911 on me, you won't just get a lecture. You'll get arrested for harassment and filing false reports." The officer handed my ID back with a respectful nod. "Sorry for the disturbance, Chief. We'll make sure she doesn't bother you again tonight." As the patrol car pulled away, Karen stood frozen in her driveway, her robe flapping in the breeze, her empire crumbling. She had just learned the hard way that I wasn't some pushover neighbor she could bully. By sunrise, the whole community knew the story. The HOA president had tried to frame the police chief for trespassing on his own property. And just like that, Karen's reign of intimidation ended. Now, whenever I drive through the gate at night, I see her curtains twitch. She doesn't scream anymore. She doesn't call 911. She just hides, praying I won't come knocking. Because she finally learned the law is on my side.